What is up, Sooner Nation? Welcome back to the Sooner Surge for another Sooner Surge softball preseason award video. Before we get started, are you a Sooner Surge Unlimited member? If not, make sure you join the Sooner Surge Unlimited. $4.99 a month, gets you a lot of perks, gets you in the Discord. Second of all, have you gone to the fanstop.com, subscribe for their Shirt of the Month Club? You need to hit fanstop.com, use code SURGE for 10% off your first 3 months. Today, Lauren Chamberlain, RBI, projected RBI leader for the 2024 season award. Again, Lauren Chamberlain. Everyone, if you're in the Sooner softball world, you know who Lauren Chamberlain is and what she means to this team in pass, and also still very, very visible at games throughout the season. Big-time hits. In a big-time career, Lauren Chamberlain. So this award is the Lauren Chamberlain projected RBI leader for the 2024 season. And the nominees are Tiare Jennings, Kenzie Hansen, and Alyssa Brito, guys.
Yeah, I mean, 3 great nominees. And I think most Sooner fans watching this video would agree with the 3 nominees. I mean, it's tough to not pick any of those 3 for RBI leaders for Oklahoma this year. You got very consistent players there with Kenzie Hansen, Alyssa Brito, and Tiare Jennings. And Tiare Jennings, to me, is maybe the most consistent. I just think she is very consistent. You know what you're going to get from her. And then Kenzie Hansen, obviously, 2 out of her 4 years have been outstanding power-wise and RBI-wise. And I think she's going to continue that this year and have a rise in her RBIs this year from last year. I think she had 57 last year. She's got more than that this year. And then Alyssa Brito, obviously we know what Alyssa Brito can do with her power. And all 3 of these are going to have runners on base all the time. So the chance of them getting a lot of RBIs is very, very good.
Yeah, very good chance for all 3 of these players to be over 60 RBIs.
Mm-hmm.
You look at what Oklahoma does, the amount of run rules they will have this year. They're 3 straight national championships, going for the 4th at Love's Field this year, biggest stadium in college softball, just everything trending in the right direction for the Sooners. And these 3 power hitters they've done it. They've done it a lot. They hit a lot of extra base hits. And the big thing about that is there's always someone on. I mean, you get an extra base hit with someone on, 9 times out of 10, if they're on first, they're scoring. Like that's just how it goes in softball. And it's not only just one runner on; it's sometimes runners on the corners. We've seen bases loaded quite a bit, and early on in the season, especially against you got these challenges. You got Puerto Vallarta challenge. You got the Mary Nutter. All of that. Some of the games against smaller schools, and Oklahoma won't just blow you out in a run rule fashion. The 8 run spread for the run roll. At times you can see it by 20 runs. We've seen it before with just insane numbers in these run roll games. And when that's happening, there's a lot of RBIs happening.
Yeah, and the thing is, all 3 mentioned here, Tiare Jennings, Kenzie Hansen, and Alyssa Brito, not massive on strikeouts. They're going to put the ball in play. So runs batted in, guys, can come a numerous amount of ways. Sack flies, hitting to the opposite field on the ground. I mean, so the fact that these 3 can also just very good at putting in play. Listen, we all can count. We can all remember times where runners have been on base, 2 outs and 2 strikes with every one of these. And they've been able to get the job done. Big-time situations, clutch situations, when you needed a run. And we're talking in the biggest of moments throughout the season. These 3 have gotten it done in the past, and I look for them to continue to do that. Jason, you mentioned 57 for Kenzie Hansen. Again, I don't know that we need to project an RBI total, but we very well think that these 3 can be in the 20 home run club. A couple on base, you're easily looking at somewhere around 50 very easily. So, I think if these 3 can get in the 20 home run, 50 RBI club, that would be phenomenal for 3 in that club.
Yeah, Kenzie Hansen had 57 last year. The The other two, Alyssa Brito had 60 and Tiare Jennings had 66 last year.
Yeah,
So you're kind of seeing that 60 number being averaged out between the three, and I would think all three kind of enter that range of RBIs this season.
Yeah, I agree, Hunter. They will. I think all three will be above 60. I think it's more of a 2060 club, Jeremy, than 2050. And I think the leader of the RBIs is going to be at that high 60s, almost hitting that 70 mark. And I wouldn't rule 70 out. I really wouldn't from any one of these three. But another thing we haven't really mentioned is they're all seniors. I mean, and that's a big thing. I mean, it's there could be a freshman or a sophomore that can have a massive year. Don't get me wrong. But as a senior, you've been through it, the consistency. It's your last year. You're going to want to go out on a bang and win another natty. And you're going to, not that they don't grind every year, but they're grinding. This is it, man. This is it for them. They're going to do everything they can in their power to have the best season they've ever had. And all three of these are going to have outstanding years.
Yeah, and so here it is, guys. Lauren Chamberlain, projected RBI leader award for the 2024 season. Tiare Jennings, Kenzie Hansen, Alyssa Brito. And the Surge has voted, and the award goes to Kenzie Hansen, projected RBI leader for the 2024 season. Again, can't go wrong with any of these three, but we feel like Kenzie Hansen is going to be at the top of the RBI list. And if you talk about leadership with Lauren Chamberlain, Kenzie Hansen has a lot of those same characteristics with what Lauren Chamberlain was when she was at OU, and just how that is translated and her leadership is translated. So
yeah, and you mentioned Lauren Chamberlain, commissioner, not anymore, but was the commissioner, correct? I could see Kenzie Hansen doing something similar. She's going to be involved with softball afterwards. I can just see it. I think she will be, just like Lauren Chamberlain has continued to help grow women's softball. That's what she's been an ambassador for it. Kenzie Hansen will be along the same lines, I think.
Yeah, I think we could say that about all three of these.
Yeah, I do.
All three seniors, all three I'm sure will still be involved heavily with softball going forward, either in the professional league or just growing the game. But kind of want to give my thoughts on the award, why we're going with Kenzie Hansen. And yeah, Tiare Jennings hit the most RBIs in OU history with 92 her freshman year. Since then, it's gone down because she's moved up the lineup. It's a lot harder to hit 92 RBIs when you're batting second. And that's what, I would expect Tiare Jennings to stay there. And you look at then Alyssa Brito, Kenzie Hansen, those two are going to be right behind each other, not sure the order. Just Kenzie Hansen with how much, like, this is her fifth year now. She was there for that COVID season that got cut short. Just think this is going to be her year to lead the Sooners in RBIs, and I don't think it's going to be by a close margin. I think we're going to be, at the end of the season, looking at it by 1 or 2 RBIs is the difference in the RBI leader for the Sooners team.
Yeah, and there it is. The 2024 Lauren Chamberlain projected RBI leader award goes to Kenzie Hansen. Thanks so much for watching the content of the Sooner Surge. We'll have all the softball covered. Can't wait for February 8th for the Puerto Vallarta Classic against Utah Valley. Appreciate you watching. Until next time, Boomer.
Sooner.